I request everyone to please be seated. Good evening. A very warm welcome to all of you from our capital smart city. Well, starting from today's participants, I would like to invite Mr. Noman Sefi for Tilawat-e Kalam-e-Pak. Mr. Noman Sefi. Good evening. A very warm welcome to all of you from our capital smart city. Well, starting from today's participants, I would like to invite Mr. Noman Sefi for Tilawat-e Kalam-e-Pak. Mr. Noman Sefi.
सब हजरात मोहब्बत से मिलकर दुरूद पाक पढ़ने अल्लाहुम्मा सल्ली अला मुहम्मद व आलिहि व इतरतिहि अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम अऊज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम والزيتون وطور سينين وهذا البلد الأمين لقد خلقنا الإنسان في أحسن تقويم ثم لقد خلقنا المرد
الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. الذين آمنوا إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات فلهم أجر غير ممنون. إلا الذين آمنوا فما يكذبك بعد صدق الله العلي العظيم. أليس الله بأحكم الحاكمين.
Jazakallah. Ladies and gentlemen, I may request all of you to please stand up from your seats for our national anthem. Thank you. I may request Mr. Noman Sethi once again for dua.
सैयदना मौलाना मोहम्मद वाला आले सैयदना मौलाना मोहम्मद मुबारक वसल्लम रब्बी इश्रह ली सदरी व यस्सिर ली अमरी वहलुल उक़दतम मिन लिसानी यफ़क़हू क़ौली। नोमान सैफी साहब अभी निकल गए हैं। आप सबसे दरख्वास्त है कि मेरे साथ दुआ करें। हमारे चेयरमैन मोहम्मद ज़ाहिद रफ़ीक साहब के बड़े भाई खालिद रफ़ीक साहब क़ज़ाए इलाही वफ़ात पा गए थे। उनकी इसाले सवाब के लिए मैं आप सब से दरख्वास्त करूँगा कि आप मेरे साथ दुआ में शरीक हों। अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रब्बिल आलमीन वला अस्सलातु वस्सलामु अलैका या रब्बिल आलमीन बिकुल हुल्लाहु अहद अल्लाहु समद लम यलिद व लम यूलद व लम यकुल लहू कुफुवन अहद। या इलाही, हम जिस मकसद के लिए यहाँ इकट्ठे हुए हैं हमें उस मकसद में कामयाब दुआ करें। जो लोग भी हमारे इदारे के साथ मुंसलिक हैं उन सब के बच्चों के लिए, घरों के लिए उनमें रहमत बदा फरमा। जो भी हजरात, डीलर हजरात हमारे सेलिंग पार्टनर हजरात हमारे साथ मुंसलिक हैं, अल्लाह ताला उनके भी काम में बरकत शामिल फरमा और हमें तौफीक अता फरमा कि हम इस प्रोजेक्ट को जो हमारा ख्वाब है उसको वक्त मुकर्रर से पहले और दिए हुए वादे के मुताबिक तकमील करने की तौफीक अता फरमा।
Now I request Master of the Ceremonies, Mr. Vasir Chaudhary and Ms. Sidra Iqbal to come on stage. A big round of applause for them.
एक इधर से कर रहा मैं इधर
Assalamu alaikum. A very good evening to all our distinguished guests और बाकी जिन लोगों को उर्दू समझ आ रही है उनके लिए अस्सलाम वालेकुम। क्या हाल है आप लोगों के? ये इस खामोशी में बताया कि हाल बहुत ज़बरदस्त है। आप लोगों को सांस लेने की इजाज़त है, दिल खोल के लीजिए। क्या हाल है आप लोगों के? ये शुक्र है कि मुझे पता चला कि मेरे सामने इस वक्त 400-500 लोग बैठे हुए हैं। वैसे मैं ये चीज़ क्लियर करता चलूँ कि इस शो के अंदर 3-4 शो के लिए मुझे बुलाया गया है और जो हमारे दोस्त भाई साहब हैं उनकी तरह को बुलाया गया है क्योंकि शो वालों का ख्याल था कि मुझे इंग्लिश बिल्कुल नहीं आती।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम and a very good evening ladies and gentlemen. मैं हूँ सिद्रा इकबाल, मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं वासिर चौधरी and it is our esteemed honor to be your host tonight as we are here for the formal launch of Capital Smart City, a project which is unique, which is futuristic. Everyone is very excited about it. The news is already out and it gives us great pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Habib Rafiq Private Limited and of course this Capital Smart City to be here.
सिद्रा
जी
स्मार्ट सिटी क्या होता है? मैं तो पहली बार आप अस्सलाम वालेकुम इसके बारे में।
मुझे पता नहीं इसके बारे में जैसे कोई बात होती है या जितने इमेजेस हम स्क्रीन पे देखते हैं वहाँ से मुझे कुछ जैक्सन्स जैसे फील आ रहा है। आप क्या कहेंगे?
क्या हाल है आपका? अच्छा मुझे नहीं लगता था कि शायद पहली बार मुझे बताया कि स्मार्ट सिटी है तो शायद मैंने तो उन्होंने देखते हुए छेड़ के तौर पे मुझे कहा है कि शायद यहाँ पे सिर्फ स्मार्ट लोग ही रह पाएंगे।
ये फिर भी बेहतर है, मुझे तो लगा आईक्यू टेस्ट करके फिर घर लिए जाएंगे यहाँ पे।
नहीं अगर आईक्यू का मामला होता तो मुझसे तो ना पूछते वो। शुक्र है कि मुझे मगर खैर इसके बारे में भी पूरी हमारी डिटेल प्रेजेंटेशन है जस्ट लाइक अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आउट हियर, बहुत से हमारे दोस्त जो कि शायद मेरी तरह ताजुब में हो कि एग्जैक्टली स्मार्ट सिटी क्या होता है। मुझे बुलाया गया है कैपिटल वालों हमारे प्रेजेंटेशन में आपको पता चलेगा जिस तरह मुझे पता चला कि एग्जैक्टली इसका मतलब क्या है और इसके अंदर क्या क्या नई चीज़ होने जा रही है इस्लामाबाद में, पाकिस्तान में, ये भी आप लोग बहुत सरप्राइज होंगे देख के।
वैसे बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग बात है कि रूमी का एक कोट है कि shed the cleverness and actually embrace the wonderment. मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसमें cleverness भी है और wonderment भी है because a lot of things we used to think कि यार ये बड़ी futuristic बातें हैं, इनका अभी आज की हमारी ज़िंदगी से ताल्लुक नहीं, बड़ी जादुई सी कैफियत है उनकी, लेकिन इस स्मार्ट सिटी ने और आज के दौर ने उसको हकीकत कर दिखाया है।
बहुत सरप्राइज exactly and that too here in Pakistan for us in Islamabad, which is a great achievement.
We must also let our people know, यहाँ पे जितने लोग मौजूद हैं उनको हम ये बताते चलें कि ये साउथ एशिया की पहली स्मार्ट सिटी है। यानी अगर हम देखते हैं इस खित्ते में जिसमें इंडिया, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका सबका शुमार किया जाता है, ये पहली स्मार्ट सिटी है। दुनिया की कई ममालिक, कई जो टॉप लीडिंग सिटीज़ हैं वो इस तरफ इस तर्ज ज़िंदगी पे जाना चाहते हैं, लेकिन अभी भी वो इससे माइलस्टोन्स दूर हैं। सो वी फील वी आर लिटरली कैचिंग अप एंड दिस इज़ अ लीप फ्रॉग टुवर्ड्स द फ्यूचर ऑफ द वर्ल्ड। लेकिन इसके बारे में मज़ीद बताने के लिए और ऑफ कोर्स हमारे तमाम तर मेहमानों को बाकायदा खुशामदीद कहने के लिए अब मैं यहाँ पे दावत देना चाहूँगी द ग्रुप चीफ ऑपरेटिंग ऑफिसर जनाब मोहम्मद असलम मलिक साहब को। इंटरेस्टिंग बात है वासे कि रूमी का एक कोट है कि शेड द क्लेवरनेस एंड एक्चुअली एम्ब्रेस द वंडरमेंट। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसमें क्लेवरनेस भी है और wonderment भी है, because
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
a
रब्बिल
lot of
आलमीन
things we used to think कि यार ये
वल
बड़ी
आक़िबात लिल
futuristic
मुत्तक़ीन
बातें हैं, इनका
अस्सलातु
अभी
वस्सलामु
आज की हमारी
अलैका या
ज़िंदगी से
ख़ातमन
ताल्लुक़ नहीं, बड़ी
नबिय्यीन
जादुई सी
या
कैफियत है
रहमतल
उनकी,
आलमीन
लेकिन इस स्मार्ट
अम्मा
सिटी में
बाद
और आज के दौर में
औज़ु
इसको
बिल्लाहि
अमल
मिनश
करना
शैतानिर रजीम
Exactly, and that too
बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर
here
रहीम
in Pakistan for us
रब्बी
in
इश्रह ली
Islamabad,
सदरी
which is
व
a great
यस्सिर ली अमरी
We must also let
वहलल
our people
उक़दतम
know,
मिन
यहाँ पे
लिसानी
जितने लोग
यफ़क़हू
मौजूद
क़ौली
हैं उनको हम ये बताते चलें
सदक़ल्लाहुल
कि
अज़ीम।
ये साउथ एशिया की पहली स्मार्ट सिटी है।
अस्सलामु अलैकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व
इस
बरकातुहू।
खित्ते में जिसमें इंडिया, बांग्लादेश, श्रीलंका
On behalf
सबका
of
शुमार किया
the
जाता है,
chairman,
सिटी है, दुनिया की कई ममालिक,
Mr.
कई
जहांज़ेब
top
ज़ाहिद,
leading cities हैं।
and the management of Future Development Holding, the master developer of Capital Smart City, I welcome you all being with us and are thankful to you all for your kind presence and gracing our launch ceremony. I pay my special thanks to our international consultants. They came all the way from Singapore, Italy, UK, and America to grace our occasion, especially for Mr. Lim Sim and Mr. Andre of Surbana Joring, our master planner. Mr. Peter Haradin, he is not present, but he has sent a speech to be displayed here for you. Miss Rawan Hussaini, she came from Dubai. She is Chief Urban Planner and the great horticulturist from Cracknell, Dubai. Mr. Marco and Mr. Loca from ESA, Italy. They are responsible for water treatment, for sewage treatment, and solid waste management. These people will come here and they will tell you about their contribution in the Capital Smart City. All of you have came here from all over the globe. I am really thankful to you all. I have a very beautiful speech with me, written by very beautiful people, but somebody in this ceremony told me that you should tell something from your heart. अब दिल की बात जो है वो अपनी ज़ुबान में अच्छी लगती है, तो I thought I will not read the speech, I will say something from my heart of the heart. Thanks to our international consultants. They came all the way from Singapore, Italy, UK and America to grace हमारे मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी बात कर रहे थे, especially for Mr. What is a smart city, and Mr. Andre of Surbana Joring, my colleague Mr. Louis, our master and all our international consultants, Mr. They will come here, he is not and present, they will let you know what is a smart city displayed here. But I will tell you that why is the smart city in Pakistan. She came from Dubai. You know, Habib Rafiq Private Limited is famous for three main objects in Pakistan. Number one, from ESA, Italy. They are responsible. We are the top contractor for building powerhouses in Pakistan. Number two, we are the top developer of infrastructure work in Pakistan. And number three, for high-rise buildings. All of you have came in Powerhouse all over the globe. I am really we have completed, Alhamdulillah, more than 75% of the thermal power units in Pakistan. With me. And we have worked with SEMA Germany, very beautiful people, Fiat Italy, but somebody in this ceremony told me that a lot of something from your companies heart. From like Mitsubishi Heavy Industries Japan, from America, from UK. Our chairman, Mr. Zahid Rafiq, and myself, we travel a lot. I will say something. ये सब काम करने के लिए इसकी डिज़ाइन और इसकी तकमील के लिए हमें बहुत दफ़ा यूरोप, सिंगापुर, हांगकांग, अमेरिका जाना पड़ता था। जब भी हम जाते थे बाहर, हमारे चेयरमैन, हमारे मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी, हमारी टीम के साथ, मैं भी अक्सर साथ होता था। तो हम देखते थे कि यूरोप, अमेरिका, सिंगापुर and all our international consultants, technologically controlled and they will digital world. What is
That
a
is
smart
not
city?
a word which we are
But I
living here
will
in Pakistan.
tell
That is a
you
different word.
That why is the smart city in
जो
Pakistan?
फैसिलिटीज हम वहाँ देखते थे, जो अम्यूनिटीज, जो आसानियाँ,
You know,
तो हम सोचा
Habib
करते थे,
Rafiq
हमारे
Private
चेयरमैन
Limited
सोचते
is
थे,
famous
why not
for
in
three
Pakistan?
main objects
Number
in
two,
Pakistan. Number one,
इस तरह मैंने अर्ज
We
किया
are
कि हम
the top
पाकिस्तान में
contractor
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
for building
सबसे बड़े
powerhouses in
इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर
Pakistan.
डेवलपर हैं.
number two,
हमने
we are the
डीआरचे
top
के साथ काम किया है.
developer of
For example,
infrastructure work
डीआरचे
in
इस्लामाबाद,
Pakistan.
डीआरचे
Number three,
लाहौर,
for high-rise
डीआरचे
buildings.
कराची, डीआरचे मुल्तान,
powerhouse,
डीआरचे बहावलपुर.
We have completed
इसी तरह बहरिया टाउन, इस्लामाबाद,
75%
Phase 6,
of
7,
the
8,
thermal power units in
लाहौर
Pakistan.
सेक्टर सी, सेक्टर ई,
And we have worked with SEMA Germany,
बहरिया टाउन नवाबशाह, बहरिया टाउन कराची. ये हमने बहुत से काम
Empergilo,
बहरिया टाउन के लिए किए हैं. मगर एक चीज
lot of
जो अक्सर हमारे
companies
चेयरमैन
from
जिक्र करते
like
थे
Mitsubishi, Heavy
और
Industries,
हम
Japan, from
भी
America,
सोचा
from
करते
UK.
थे, जो चीज
Our
लैग
chairman,
कर रही
Mr.
है
Zahid Rafiq and
डेवलपमेंट
myself,
सेक्टर में, वो है
we travel
डिलीवरी.
a lot.
टाइम पे डिलीवरी देना
ये
और
सब
जो
काम
प्रॉमिस
करने के लिए
जो
इसकी
नंबर ऑफ
design
प्लॉट आप बेचे हैं
और
उन सब की
इसकी
100%
तकमील के लिए
डिलीवरी
हमें
देना,
बहुत
उस
दफा
सब में
सिंगापुर,
तकरीबन सब
हांगकांग,
डेवलपर
अमेरिका जाना पड़ता था.
लैग करते हैं.
जब भी हम
इस
जाते
सिलसिले
थे
में जब हम बाहर जाते
हमारे
थे
chairman,
दुबई में, अजमान, शारजा,
हमारी टीम
यूके
के साथ, मैं
हम
भी
जब
अक्सर
भी
साथ
कोई
होता
प्रॉपर्टी
था.
की बात हमने वहां से सीखा,
हम
हमने
देखते
बहुत
थे
सारा काम, तो
कि
हमने
यूरोप,
देखा कि वहां पे ये
अमेरिका,
चीजें नहीं हैं.
सिंगापुर,
तो वहां
they
भी
are
हमारे चेयरमैन
technologically
अक्सर कहा करते थे
controlled
और सोचा करते
digital
थे
world.
कि वाई
That is
नॉट
not
इन
the
पाकिस्तान.
world which we are living here in Pakistan. That is a
ये
different
दो
world.
चीजों ने हमें कंपेल किया कि हम पाकिस्तान में एक ऐसा सिटी लेके आए
जो आसानियां
जो कि
तो हम सोचा
100%
करते थे, हमारे
ट्रू
chairman
कॉपी
सोचते
ऑफ
थे, why not in
डिजिटली
Pakistan?
कंट्रोल्ड, टेक्नोलॉजिकली कंट्रोल्ड
two,
वर्ल्ड हो, जहाँ पे बाकी दुनिया जिस तरह एंजॉय कर रही है,
इस तरह
पाकिस्तान
मैंने
में भी
किया कि हम
इसी तरह का एक
पाकिस्तान
शहर
में
आबाद किया जाए.
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सबसे
तो
बड़े
इसलिए और 100% डिलीवरी
हैं,
जो कि सबसे अहम
हमने
मैसेज
DRC
है
के
हमारे
साथ काम
चेयरमैन
किया
का.
है.
100% डिलीवरी पे हम
इस्लामाबाद,
यकीन रखते हैं.
DRC
100%
लाहौर,
डिलीवरी मीन
DRC
एक भी
कराची,
बंदा ऐसा ना हो
DRC
जो ये
मुल्तान,
कहे मुझे प्लॉट
DRC
नहीं मिल रहा.
बहावलपुर.
इसकी सबसे बड़ी मिसाल
इसी तरह बहरिया टाउन, इस्लामाबाद, फेज 6, 7, 8,
हमने
लाहौर
2.5
सेक्टर
साल
सी,
पहले
सेक्टर ई,
रॉयल ऑर्चर्ड मुल्तान का
बहरिया
काम
टाउन
शुरू किया था.
नवाबशाह, बहरिया टाउन कराची.
3 साल का
ये हमने
हमारा
बहुत
पेमेंट
से
प्लान
काम
था, बट अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
के लिए किए हैं.
1.5
बट एक
साल में
चीज
हमने
जो अक्सर
उसको मुकम्मल किया.
हमारे
हमने
chairman
डिलीवरी
जिक्र
दी.
करते थे,
आज वहाँ
और हम सोचा
252
करते
घर
थे,
हैं
जो
और
चीज
52
लैग कर रही है
फैमिलीज
development
वहाँ आबाद
sector
हैं,
में, वो है
जबकि
delivery.
हमारे प्रॉमिस में अभी
टाइम पे delivery
6 महीने
देना,
बाकी हैं.
और जो promise
उसके बाद हमने सरगोदा
जो
और
number
साहिवाल
of
भी
plot
शुरू
आप
किया.
बेचे हैं, उन सब की
100% डिलीवरी पे
delivery
यकीन
देना,
रखते
उस
हुए
सब
हमने
में
वो काम शुरू किया.
तकरीबन सब डेवलपर
इसी बात को मद्देनजर
करते
रखते
हैं.
हुए कैपिटल
इस
स्मार्ट
सिलसिले में
सिटी
जब
को
हम बाहर
हमने
जाते
लॉन्च
थे,
किया था
दुबई में, अजमान,
मार्च
शारजा, UK,
2018 में.
प्रॉपर्टी की बात हमने वहां से सीखा.
जो
हमने
हमारी
बहुत
पहली
सारा
डिलीवरी
काम.
होनी
तो
चाहिए
हमने देखा कि
वो
वहाँ पे ये
है
चीजें नहीं
मार्च
हैं.
2021.
वहाँ भी हमारे चेयरमैन
मगर मुझे ये
अक्सर
बताते
कहा
हुए
करते
खुशी
थे और
हो
सोचा
रही है
करते
आपसे
थे
कि हम इंशाल्लाह
why
पहली
not
डिलीवरी
in पाकिस्तान.
जनवरी 2020 में दे रहे
ये
हैं.
दो चीजों ने हमें कंपेल किया कि हम पाकिस्तान में एक ऐसा
तकरीबन
city लेके
1 साल
आए, जो कि 100%
और 3-4 महीने पहले एडवांस हम दे रहे हैं डिलीवरी.
डिजिटली कंट्रोल्ड टेक्नोलॉजी.
तो मैं आपको सिर्फ ये वजह बता रहा था
जहाँ
कि
पे
हम
बाकी
पाकिस्तान
दुनिया जिस तरह
में
enjoy कर रही है, पाकिस्तान में भी
क्यों
इसी तरह का एक शहर आबाद
स्मार्ट
किया
सिटी
जाए.
बना रहे हैं, उसकी
तो
वजह
इसीलिए
मैंने आपको बताई.
और 100%
स्मार्ट सिटी होता
delivery,
क्या है मेरे कुलीग आपको
क्योंकि
बताएंगे.
सबसे अहम मैसेज है
और एक
हमारे
सबसे
chairman
अहम
का.
बात, सबसे आखिरी बात
100%
जो
delivery
मेरा
पे
ख्याल है
यकीन
इन
रखते
दोनों
हैं.
से भी अहम है.
100% डिलीवरी मीन एक भी बंदा
मेरे बॉस
ऐसा
कहा
ना हो
करते
जो
थे,
ये कहे मुझे प्लॉट नहीं मिल रहा.
For
इसकी
a
सबसे बड़ी मिसाल
successful housing scheme there are 3 points which
हमने
are very
2.5
very
साल
important.
पहले
Number 1
रॉयल ऑर्चर्ड मुल्तान
is location
का काम शुरू किया
of the
था.
society.
3 साल
Number
का
2
हमारा पेमेंट प्लान
is
था.
the location
पर
of the
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
society.
1.5
And number
साल में
3
हमने
is
उसको
location
मुकम्मल
of the
किया.
society.
हमने डिलीवरी दी. आज वहाँ
और तीसरी चीज जो सबसे अहम है लोकेशन उस सिलसिले में
और 52
जो हमने
फैमिलीज
यूके
वहाँ
में,
आबाद
यूरोप
हैं.
में और दुबई में देखा
जबकि हमारे
कि
promise
वहाँ
में
कोई
अभी
भी
6
लोकेशन
महीने बाकी हैं.
सिलेक्ट करने से पहले
उसके बाद हमने सरगोदा और
रिसर्च
साहिवाल
एंड डेवलपमेंट का काम बहुत अहम
100% डिलीवरी
होता
पे
है.
यकीन रखते हुए
R&D
हमने
होती
वो
है.
काम शुरू किया.
उसी काम को
इसी बात
वहाँ
को
से
मद्देनजर
देखते
रखते
हुए
हुए
जो
कैपिटल
लोकेशन
स्मार्ट
सेलेक्ट
सिटी
की
को
हमने
हमने लॉन्च
उसके
किया
लिए
था.
हमने बहुत सर्च की
मार्च
हमने ये देखा
2018 में
कि नंबर 1 इज बेस्ट
जो हमारी
कनेक्टिविटी
डिलीवरी होनी चाहिए
आपने
वो है
हमारी लोकेशन
मार्च
देखी है
2021
मोटरवे के ऊपर है हमारा स्मार्ट
बताते
सिटी
हुए खुशी हो
सेकंड
रही है
साइड से
आपको कि
चक्री
हम
रोड लग रही
इंशाअल्लाह
है
पहली डिलीवरी
और जो रावलपिंडी रिंग रोड प्लान हो रही
दे रहे
है
हैं।
वो इसके हमारे बिल्कुल नजदीक से गुजरेगी फॉर नेक्स्ट 100 ईयर
तकरीबन एक
इंशाल्लाह
साल
ट्रैफिक मैनेजमेंट का
और
कोई
3-4
प्रॉब्लम हमें नहीं
महीने
होगा
पहले
बिकॉज
advance हम
हमारे
ले रहे
पास
हैं
तीनों तरफ से मेन
तो
जो
मैं आपको
नेटवर्क है
शुरू
रोड
में
का
बता रहा
पाकिस्तान
था
का वो अवेलेबल
कि
हो
हम
रहा है
पाकिस्तान में
नंबर 2 जो
क्यों
सबसे अहम बात
स्मार्ट सिटी बना रहे
मोर
हैं
देन
उसकी वजह
कनेक्टिविटी
मैंने
जो
आपको
पाकिस्तान
बताई।
में और स्पेशली
Smart city
इस्लामाबाद
होता
में
क्या
हम
है,
लैग
मेरे
कर रहे
colleague
हैं
आपको बताएंगे।
वो है अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर
और एक सबसे अहम बात
जब हमने ये जगह सेलेक्ट की थी हमने वासा से हेल्प ली हमने अपने रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट टीम से हेल्प ली
करते थे
कायद आजम यूनिवर्सिटी में डॉक्टर
For a
जुल्फकार होते हैं हमने उनकी हेल्प ली
successful
और हमने इंश्योर
housing
किया
scheme,
कि
there are
वो
three
जगह सेलेक्ट की जाए जहां पानी
which are very,
एम्पल
very
मकदार में
important.
अवेलेबल
Number
हो मुझे ये
is location
आपको बताते हुए खुशी
of
हो
the
रही है
society.
कि इस वक्त हमारे
Number
9
two
ट्यूबवेल काम कर रहे
is the
हैं
location
और हमने
of the
अपना
society.
फिल्टर प्लांट लगा दिया
And
हुआ
number
है
three
हमारी
is the
साइट के
location of
इर्द
the
गिर्द
society.
तकरीबन
तीसरी चीज जो
26
सबसे
छोटी
अहम
सोसाइटीज
allocation उस सिलसिले में
मौजूद
जो
हैं
हमने
जिनके पास पानी
यूके
नहीं
में,
है
यूरोप में
हमने
और दुबई
उन
में
सबको
देखा
अलाउ कर दिया है कि
कि
वो
वहाँ
लोग
कोई भी location
आए और हमारे फिल्टर
select
प्लांट
करने
से
से पहले
जो हमारे ट्यूबवेल से पानी आ रहा है
research and
वहां से
development का
फ्री
काम
पानी
बहुत
लेके जाएं
अहम होता है
R&D होती है उसी काम को वहां से देखते हुए
मैं जब देखता हूँ शाम को अक्सर साइट पे
हमने
उसके लिए
सुजुकी
हमने
पे
बहुत
मोटरसाइकिल्स
search
पे ड्रम भर
हमने
भर कर
देखा
लोग वहां से पानी
कि
लेके जा
number
रहे होते
one
हैं
is
मुझे खुशी होती है
best
कि अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह लोकेशन
आपने
सेलेक्ट करते
हमारी
हुए
location
हमने जिस
देखी
बात
है,
का ख्याल रखा था
मोटरवे के ऊपर
अल्लाह
है
ताला
हमारा,
आज हमें उसका
smart
अजर दे
city।
रहे हैं
सेकंड साइड से
सबसे
चक्री
आखिर
रोड
में
लग रही है
और जो
एक
रावलपिंडी
आदत
रिंग रोड प्लान हो रही है
जो हमारे
वो
चेयरमैन
इसके
की भी
हमारे
है
बिल्कुल नजदीक से गुजरेगी
मैंने भी उनसे सीखा है
नेक्स्ट 100 ईयर इंशाल्लाह
अपने लिए हमेशा
हार्ड
हार्ड
टारगेट
टारगेट
हमें नहीं होगा
फिट
बिकॉज
करते
हमारे
हैं।
पास तीनों अतराफ से
हमेशा मुश्किल
टारगेट जो नेटवर्क
फिक्स
है
करते
रोड
हैं।
का पाकिस्तान का वो अवेलेबल हो रहा है
कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी बनाना
नंबर 2 जो सबसे
एक मुश्किल टारगेट है
वो
उसको
कनेक्टिविटी जो पाकिस्तान में
technologically
especially इस्लामाबाद में
controlled
हम लैग
world
कर रहे हैं वो है
डिजिटल वर्ल्ड बनाना एक मुश्किल टारगेट है
जब हम
अगर मैं आपसे कहूं
की थी हमने
कि हम
से हेल्प ली
चांद को
हमने
जमीन
अपने
पर लेके आएंगे
रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट
क्या आप मान जाएंगे
कायद
नहीं।
आजम यूनिवर्सिटी में
मेरा
डॉक्टर
ख्याल है कि आप नहीं
जुल्फकार होते हैं,
मानेंगे।
हमने उनकी हेल्प ली
मगर अगर मैं
और
आपको
हमने
ये
इंश्योर
वादा
किया
करूं
कि वो जगह
जो मैं आज आपके साथ वादा करना चाहता हूं जो कि मैसेज है हमारे चेयरमैन का
मुझे
कि
ये
हम
आपको बताते हुए
वी विल ब्रिंग सिंगापुर टू पाकिस्तान
ट्यूबवेल काम कर रहे हैं और हमने अपना फिल्टर प्लांट लगा दिया हुआ है हमारी साइट के इर्द गिर्द
हम इंशाल्लाह
26
सवाना
छोटी
जोरिंग
सोसाइटीज
और बाकी जो भी हमारे
मौजूद हैं
इंटरनेशनल कंसल्टेंट हैं उनकी मदद से उनकी हेल्प से
और
और उनके डिजाइन पे
आए और
हम
हमारे
सिंगापुर
फिल्टर प्लांट
को
से
पाकिस्तान में
जो
लेके
हमारे
आएंगे।
ट्यूबवेल से पानी आ रहा है वहां से फ्री
और
पानी लेके जाएं
सबसे आखिर में मैं अपनी टीम सेल एंड मार्केटिंग की टीम
देखता हूँ शाम को अक्सर
बाकी
साइट
जो
पे,
ऑफिस में काम कर रहे हैं उन सब
पे,
सब टीमें
पे
और स्पेशली
ड्रम
इस
भर
साइट
भर
पे
कर लोग वहां से पानी लेके जा
हमारी
रहे होते हैं।
कंस्ट्रक्शन
मुझे खुशी
टीम
होती है
उन
कि
सब का
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह
शुक्रिया भी अदा करता हूँ
लोकेशन सेलेक्ट
और इन सब से उम्मीद भी रखता हूँ कि आज जो हमने यहाँ वादे किए हैं या किए जाएंगे मेरे बाद
सबसे
वो
आखिर में
उनको पूरा करने में लिए दिन रात कोशिश करें दिन रात मेहनत
जो
करें
हमारे चेयरमैन की
और
भी है।
स्पेशली हमारे जो सेलिंग
मैंने भी उनसे
पार्टनर
सीखा
हैं
है।
दे आर आवर हार्ट दे आर
अपने
इन
लिए
आवर हार्ट
हमेशा
हमारे
hard
सेलिंग
target
पार्टनर और डीलर हज़रात यहाँ
फिट
मौजूद
करते
हैं मैं उन सब का भी शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा कि वो
हमेशा
यहाँ
मुश्किल
तशरीफ
target
लाए और उन्होंने हमारे कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी को कामयाब
Capital
बनाया
Smart City
थैंक यू वेरी
बनाना
मच
एक मुश्किल टारगेट है उसको
टेक्नोलॉजिकली कंट्रोल्ड वर्ल्ड डिजिटल वर्ल्ड बनाना एक मुश्किल टारगेट है अगर मैं आपसे कहूं कि हम चांद को जमीन पर लेके आएंगे तो क्या आप मान जाएंगे नहीं मेरा ख्याल है कि आप
Thank you
नहीं
very much,
मानेंगे
Aslam Saab.
मगर अगर मैं
Every
आपको
great
ये वादा
dream
करूं
begins with a vision.
जो मैं
So we
आज आपके साथ वादा करना
definitely
चाहता
expect a big round
हूं
of
जो कि
applause for this
मैसेज है हमारे
futuristic
चेयरमैन
dream
का
that
कि
Capital
हम
Smart City is going to be
वी
all
विल
about.
ब्रिंग सिंगापुर टू पाकिस्तान
असलम साहब की बातों में जो चीज़ मैं नोट कर रहा था जो सबसे ज़्यादा मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगी वो है
हम
faith।
इंशाल्लाह
जिस
सवाना
faith के
जोरिंग
साथ
और
उन्होंने
बाकी जो भी हमारे
and he has, माशाल्लाह,
इंटरनेशनल
been able to
कंसल्टेंट
have
हैं
so
उनकी
many
मदद से उनकी हेल्प
achievements
से
और उनके
in the
डिजाइन
past to
पे
back
हम
that faith,
सिंगापुर
and
को
still the faith that
पाकिस्तान
he's
में लेके
carrying,
आएंगे।
वो एक बहुत जबरदस्त असलम साहब,
और
and I wish कि आपका ये faith आपको और
सबसे आखिर में
ग्रुप को
मैं अपनी
आगे इस
टीम,
तरह लेके जाता जाए और तमाम चीजें जो
सेल
कही
एंड
हैं,
मार्केटिंग की टीम,
मुझे पता नहीं क्यों लग रहा था कि सब
बाकी जो
deliver
ऑफिस
कर
में
चुके हैं
काम
और
कर
deliver
रहे हैं
कर
उन सब
देंगे बाकी
सब
की भी।
टीमें,
Absolutely,
और स्पेशली
Wasif,
इस
what an
साइड पे
interesting story. Like
हमारी
Aslam Saab was
कंस्ट्रक्शन
sharing
टीम,
कि the
उन
team
सब का
had been
शुक्रिया भी अदा
involved, the
करता हूँ
Habib Rafiq Private
और उन सब
Limited
से
had been
उम्मीद भी रखता
involved
हूँ
in making
कि
the
आज जो हमने यहाँ
state-of-the-art
वादे किए हैं
airport
या
at
किए जाएंगे मेरे
Multan.
बाद,
And then they realized that they
वो
have
उनको
this
पूरा
big
करने
team
में
which is
लिए
now
दिन रात कोशिश
experienced
करें,
and they have
दिन रात
world-class
मेहनत
talents
करें,
and skills.
और
And
स्पेशली
therefore they
हमारे जो
employed
सेलिंग
them into
पार्टनर हैं,
making the Royal
they are
Orchard
our
City,
heart, they
which
are in
is
our
a
heart,
6,000,
हमारे सेलिंग
60,000
पार्टनर
acres
और डीलर
place.
आजाद यहाँ
And they
मौजूद
were
हैं,
able to
मैं उन
deliver
सब
it
का भी
way
शुक्रिया अदा
ahead of
करूंगा कि वो
time.
यहाँ
They
तशरीफ
said
लाए
3
और
साल में ये
उन्होंने
delivery
हमारे
मिलेगी, but they were able
कैपिटल
to do
स्मार्ट
it
सिटी
2
को
years.
कामयाब
So
बनाया।
इंशाल्लाह ताला
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
हमें पूरी उम्मीद है कि कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी is also going to keep up with that dream with that promise. लेकिन अब वासे क्या ख्याल है कि we have been talking so much about the capital smart city, but a journey of 1,000 steps begins with the first step. So how about we bring to them the logo and the actual look and feel of Capital Smart City.
Sure.
Begins with a vision. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. The Capital Smart City comes to Islamabad. That Capital Smart City is going to be all about.
असलम साहब की बातों में जो चीज़ मैं नोट कर रहा था, जो सबसे ज़्यादा मुझे इंटरेस्टिंग लगी, वो है फेथ। जिस फेथ के साथ उन्होंने, and he has, माशाल्लाह, Habib Rafiq Group has so many achievements in the past to back that faith, and still the faith that he's carrying, वो एक बहुत ज़बरदस्त असलम साहब।
Which is a 60,000 acres place, and they were able to deliver it way ahead. Is also going to promise. लेकिन अब वासे क्या ख्याल है कि we have been talking so much about the capital smart city, but a journey of 1,000 steps begins with the first step. So how about we bring to them the logo and the actual look and feel of Capital Smart City.
Sure.
Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. The Capital Smart City comes to Islamabad. Wow.
Yes, that was some fireworks.
Absolutely. And this marks the formal launch of it. Indeed, you've been seeing a lot about it in the Wasim has some pretty interesting features, and I was looking at it, and I don't know about the Panda district. It is said that there's a Panda I think my niece, who's 2 years old, she'll be very happy अगर उसको ये बताना पड़े कि मैं Panda district में रहती हूँ, because pandas are so cute. But I feel that it's definitely futuristic. और जिस तरह से हम बात कर रहे थे कि पिछले 15 सालों में एक ऐसी साख, एक ऐसा नाम जिसका सानी पूरे पाकिस्तान में, पूरे इस रीजन में कोई नहीं है। जब हम बात करते हैं रियल एस्टेट की, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलपमेंट की, तो हबीब रफ़ीक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड डेफिनेटली इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट प्रीमियर ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस दैट वी हैव। और आपको ये बताते चलें कि कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी में सिर्फ ये बात नहीं की जा रही कि इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी अ स्मार्ट एंड सस्टेनेबल फ्यूचरिस्टिक वे ऑफ लिविंग। हम आपको ये बताते चलें कि इस कंपनी का विजन है कि आइंदा 5 सालों में 90,000 मुख्तलिफ नौकरी के, रोज़गार के मौके भी कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी पाकिस्तानियों को देगा। So let us learn more about the Habib Rafiq Private Limited legacy and what this organization is all about, because when we think about infrastructure in Pakistan, this is one name that you can never ignore, you can never forget. Ladies and gentlemen, the Habib Rafiq Private Limited.
You walk the walk, you talk the talk, you want the success, you have every dream, the standard you set, the business you need, now it's all in your access. Nothing more, nothing less, it's all in your access, it's all in your access.
Habib Rafiq Private Limited is a symbol of commitment, distinction and professional excellence. HRL has rapidly gained an unmatched reputation in civil, mechanical and electrical engineering by consistently completing mega projects ahead of their schedule. HRL has remained strong in the business for the last 60 years by entering into international markets. HRL has evolved as a company capable for undertaking several projects simultaneously without compromising its high standards, quality and tenderness. HRL has numerous contributions in power and energy sector. 1223 megawatt Baloki Power Plant Patoki, 1180 megawatt Bikki Shekhupura, 1320 megawatt Qadirabad Sahiwal, 1320 megawatt Bin Qasim Karachi, 747 megawatt Guddu Kashmir and 1600 megawatt power plant Kot Adu. By entering into development and infrastructural endowment of HRLR, DHA Phase 2, Islamabad, DHA Phase 1 Extension, Bahria Town Phase 8, Bahria Garden City Phase 7, Royal Orchard Housing Scheme Multan, Sahiwal and Sargodha, Lake City Lahore and several various other housing projects. HRL In-House Development Design Division, which emerged as a specialized businesses entity under the umbrella of Infratech Pakistan Private Limited, was formally established in 2000 for catering HRL design and engineering requirements. The ever-expanding legacy of HRL, realizing the growing needs of the housing sector in Pakistan, evolved through the emergence of its highly specialized subsidiaries by the name of Engineering Dimensions Private Limited and Royal Orchard, with an added effort faces of offering holistic solutions starting from the planning phase and ending on the complete development of the entire project, regardless of its size and complexity of its infrastructure, with utmost care and sophistication by giving the ultimate importance to the tiniest aesthetic details and finishing touches. Proactively recognizing the significance of China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, fast emerging as a backbone of Pakistan's economy, HRL with its associates initiates Pakistan's first state-of-the-art smart city.
So ladies and gentlemen, that is the legacy that the HRL Private Limited is all about. So what do you think? वैसे अभी हम इतनी स्मार्टनेस की बात कर रहे हैं, आमतौर पे लोग कंपेयर बड़ा करते हैं. आपको क्या लगता है कि ख़वातीन ज़्यादा स्मार्ट होती हैं?
Economic Corridor, CPEC,
मैं शादीशुदा हूँ.
fast
ज़ाहिरी बात है
emerging
ख़वातीन.
as a backbone of Pakistan's
सबसे आगे
economy,
से पूछेंगे तो यही
HRL
जवाब
with
मिलेगा
its
आपको.
associates
और इसी में बेहतरी है.
initiates
इसलिए
Pakistan's
इस जवाब से नहीं हटना
first
चाहिए.
state-of-the-art smart city.
आपको यकीन नहीं आ रहा मेरी बात पे?
नहीं, मुझे लगा कि आप बड़ा पॉलिटिकली करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हैं.
ज़ाहिरी बात है, मैं
और
इस्लामाबाद
दूसरा,
में हूँ.
आप इस्लामाबाद में. और दूसरा, अच्छा, इसमें नाम के ऊपर भी अगर हम थोड़ा फोकस करें, कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी, आपको लगता है कैपिटल हमेशा स्मार्ट होता है? यानी कैपिटल में तो बहुत कुछ आता है ना?
नहीं, कैपिटल ऑफ कोर्स स्मार्ट है, आपके सामने कैपिटल स्मार्ट बैठा हुआ है।
स्मार्ट कैपिटल है ना?
बिल्कुल।
अच्छा, आपको ये भी बताते चलें कि व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ब्रिंगिंग द वर्ल्ड क्लास प्रैक्टिसेस, द वे द वर्ल्ड इज़ गोइंग, उसको पाकिस्तान में लाने का जो वादा भी यहाँ पे किया जा रहा था, और बार बार असलम साहब ने भी इसको मेंशन किया कि हमारा विजन है इंशाल्लाह ताला कि सिंगापुर वाले स्टैंडर्ड्स को पाकिस्तान में लाया जाए। तो सिर्फ यही नहीं कि इसमें हबीब रफ़ीक प्राइवेट लिमिटेड की काविशें शामिल हैं, बल्कि द बेस्ट टैलेंट फ्रॉम अराउंड द वर्ल्ड। आपको बताते चलें कि कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी near the new Islamabad airport is an initiative of the Future Development Holdings Private Limited, जो कि लीडिंग रियल एस्टेट डेवलपर और एसेट मैनेजमेंट कंपनी है पाकिस्तान में, और इनका एम यही है कि इंशाल्लाह ताला ये नया तर्ज़े रिहाइश, ये नया तर्ज़े आराइश पाकिस्तान में लेके आएँ। तो आज हमारे साथ जो मौजूद हैं वो इसी कंपनी के चीफ डेवलपमेंट ऑफिसर हैं। उनसे जानते हैं कि पाकिस्तानी टैलेंट के साथ, पाकिस्तानी इंजीनियर्स के साथ, लोकल टैलेंट के साथ उनको काम करना कैसा लगा, बिकॉज उनका इंटरनेशनल एक्सपीरियंस है। लेट्स फाइंड आउट व्हाट ही थिंक्स एंड फील्स अबाउट पाकिस्तान एंड अबाउट द कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी। Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Louis Fernandez, the Chief Development Officer on Master Planning.
और इसी में बेहतरी है, इसलिए इस जवाब से नहीं हटना चाहिए। आप क्या, आपको यकीन नहीं आ रहा मेरी बात पे?
नहीं, मुझे लगा कि आप
Assalamu alaikum.
स्टेटमेंट दे रहे हैं।
A very good evening,
आप इस्लामाबाद
FDH board members, all excellencies, authority representatives,
पाकिस्तान में लेके
capital smart city and users and investors, and ladies and gentlemen.
उनसे जानते
I
हैं
am
कि
Luis Fernandez,
पाकिस्तानी
Chief
टैलेंट
Development
के साथ,
Officer
पाकिस्तानी
for
इंजीनियर्स के
Future
साथ,
Development
लोकल टैलेंट
Holding.
के साथ उनको काम कर
First of all, I would like to
कैसा
express
लगा,
my
because उनका
sincere
international
condolences to
experience
Mr.
है।
Sahir
Let's
Rafiq
find
for
out
the
what he
death
thinks
of
and
his
feels about
older
Pakistan
brother that
and about
happened
the
a few
capital
days
smart city.
away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I
please
have
join me
been
in welcoming
in the United
Fernandez,
Arab
the
Emirates
Chief
for the last
Development Officer
15
on
years,
Master Planning.
involved on infrastructure, property development and asset management, acting in governmental projects in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Assalamu alaikum. I have been involved on capital smart city development from its early inception. For more than 4 years from now, I have had the opportunity to visit the main cities in Pakistan. I am familiar about Pakistan culture. I am familiar about Punjabi culture. I love Pakistan. Chief Development Officer for I would like to all of you know one of the reasons why we are here today, celebrating the launch ceremony of Capital Smart City. It is early 2018, more than a year ago, when Mr. Sahir Rafiq, FDA Chairman, Future Development Holding Chairman, shared with us his thought that my only main task into my professional agenda is Capital Smart City. And it is because of his efforts and permanent enthusiasm that we are all here sitting here today celebrating this Capital Smart City launch ceremony. There is a second relevant reason always, raised by my colleagues, Mr. Aslam Malik and Dr. Muzaffar Haider, FDH board members, about how to manage such a relevant multidisciplinary capital smart city property development, 10,000 acres. They say, if you want to eat an elephant, you have only one way. Just eat the elephant piece by piece. This is why it's not an achievement of a single day. We, the FDH Future Development Holding team, spend days and nights bringing the agenda of Capital Smart City in the shape that you can see today. I fairly appreciate the confidence given to us by most of you to make Capital Smart City the most livable city in South Asia, and we, the Future Development Holding Management team, feel committed to accomplish that sustainable and smart mandate. The FDH Future Development Holding team, here we have the brief of what we do. We are a master developer that specialize, as Mr. Aslam briefed, in infrastructure development as a master developer developing capital smart city. But at the same time, we are a property developer and asset manager. We create destinations, and our first effort is related to several districts that we are now involved on it, and with the support, contribution, and help of Surbana Yuron, used by Mr. Aslam, Haradin Golf, Cragnell. We are a DSA architect team, design men, architects, and in infrastructure SCA company. As a master developer, can you go developing capital smart city? Now, at the same time, go to next one, please. Developer and asset manager. Now, we do have 5 years history. It's in 2015, when Future Development Holding was established, as per the chairman leading decision, Mr. Sahir Rafiq, to develop a Pakistan advanced smart city concept as a way to contribute to enhance the national economic growth. Future Development Holding conclude an infrastructure and property development program to develop 2 smart cities on the neighboring of Islamabad and Lahore, along with 1 industrial city at Pindi Batian. Now, we do have 2016 history, when Future Development Holding concluded the master plan consultancy services mandate with Surbana Yuron to involve the Singapurian urban development concepts into an emerging and growing economy, like national economic growth. FDH finalized the land procurement transfer of 3,000 acres to ensure the land possession of a first capital smart city neighboring of close to the new international Islamabad airport. Can you go next, please? It is in 2016 when Future Development Holding concluded starting the design of infrastructures and utilities for capital smart city, accordingly to the master plan concept design provided by Surbana Yuron. Future Development Holding finalizes the concept design development program for residential, mixed use, retail, hospitality, leisure and entertainment, healthcare, education, and theme parks along the complete capital smart city development. It is in 2017 when Future Development Holding expanded the project area to 5,000 acres, and Smart Properties, as an affiliated company to Future Development Holding, set up the architectural design studio to develop, as I briefed you before, new destinations at capital smart city, like the Capitol Hills, the terraces, Lakeview Terrace, Aviation District, the different districts that now most of you are familiar with. Please, next. It is in 2018 when we made progress with the design of Capitol Hills, that is a community, a gated community with 3,000 villas, development, 900 apartments, clubhouse, and general amenities. Can you go next? And it is now in 2019 when we made progress in all of these areas. Please go next. Capital Smart City, well described to all of you. Our prime location, as Mr. Aslam briefed, this is our main principle is location. Our second principle is location. And our third principle is location. Next. Now, creating 3,000 acres in the different districts, the land possession, we are developing one capital as a smart city neighboring development close to medium density residential of 2,000 apartments. It is in 2016 completed the design Future Development Holding next month of November. The design of infrastructures and utilities. This is Capitol Hills, what will be, according to the master plan of our consultants, provided will contribute to introduce all the concepts that we are developing on Capitol Hills. That is 400 is extended through mixed use, 400 retail, hospitality, involved in 3 sectors: the golf community, the golf sector, the lake view, and the river view, along with the different communities involved on it. Next. This is the Capitol Hills Golf Club, object of the design of Haradin Golf, designer for more than 200 golf courses, And some of them are, 8 of them are the object of PGA tournament today. We are developing one capital to ensure our accomplishment and our performance. We immediately adopt 2,000 apartments, HRL but will be philosophy about the quality assurance and quality control, about the environmental policies and about health and safety, and we became certified, will contribute to ensure that all our system and process are accordingly to the high international level standards. 400 hectares. And this is now where become the golf community, the effort, the golf sector, the lake view, and the vision and the river view of our board, along with the different understanding how important it is to be involved in the global design of the real estate property market, involving designer Urbana Yuron as master consultant. I would like, please, to join us. Some of them are, 8 of them are the object of PGA tournament today. They visit us quite often because we are not engaging consultants that they are seated in our performance, and we communicate by them with conference calls and emails and WhatsApp. We are permanently visiting them, and they are permanently visiting us to ensure that the mandate of future development holding board is happening, and is happening at the level of the expectation of the board, and this is therefore of our consultants and friends. And this is now. Good evening, Mr. Lim. Good evening, Mr. Andre. Please. And the vision of our board. Let's welcome all of you. Come here with me. To be involved in the global design Lim real estate property market. You have visited today the site, Urbana Yuron, as master consultant. This is today more than 3 years of mutual cooperation. We are happy about the result of your efforts. How all of our end users appreciate your efforts. But what is your impression? And we communicate by them with conference calls and emails and WhatsApp. We are permanently visiting them, and they are permanently visiting us to ensure that the mandate of future development holding board is happening, and is happening at the level of the expectation of the board, and this is therefore of our
it's something that we need to look at and we need to preserve so that we can design and master plan the city itself to retain the character of the site, as well as to bring out the beauty of the capital city.
You have visited today. Okay, much appreciated, Lim. Lim is the head of urban planning of Urbana Yuron. Andre Yusak is the project coordinator and urban planner. And I will give the word to Mr. Lim to introduce the Urbana Yuron strength capacities. Can you go to next presentation? Please go ahead.
Thank you. I'd like to express my thanks to Mr. Aslam for his kind words for Singapore as well as for Urbana Jurong. Basically, in Urbana Jurong, we came to Pakistan willing to share with all of you our experience on city planning and building itself. We came here to partner with you, to share with you, to partner with you, as well as to work with you what we know and to create something that's different in Pakistan. We do not want to bring Singapore to Pakistan. We want to create a Pakistan that is better than Singapore itself. And we believe, after looking at the site today, we believe you can do it. There's a lot of hard work to do, but you can do it. Thank you. Just a few words on Urbana Jurong itself. Basically, Urbana Jurong, next slide please. Well, in 1960s, when Singapore becomes independent, there's a huge problem in Singapore in terms of job, in terms of housing itself. So there's two agencies that's created. There's the Housing Board of Singapore and the JTC of Singapore. That is to create housing for the people as well as to create jobs, industrialization. The two companies itself, in 2003, the technical side from these two companies, one is Sabana, one is Jurong International, came out, corporatized to share our experience with the rest of Asia as well as the world itself. Next, please. In 2015, Sabana and Jurong are merged together, and that is the birth of Sabana Jurong itself. Now, our mission to the world and to the rest of Asia is to deliver urban infrastructure and engineering solutions to support sustainable social and economic growth for our client. Well, since our merger in 2015, we have acquired basically these other companies from SMAC, ATOS, B&H, KTP, Robert Bird, SAA, and Sinosan of China itself. We form a big group from here. We work not just among ourselves, but we have formed associations for investment as well as for future research from Smart City with Microsoft, co-investment with China, railway engineering, as well as co-design architects with Safi Architects. Now, at the present moment, we are 14,500 employees strong with 130 offices around 40 countries in the world. And these are some of the offices that we have around the world. Next, please. Now, in terms of capabilities, there are three main capabilities itself. One is urban development that includes master planning down to architecture to engineering design. And we have in the center infrastructure development in terms of transport, water, as well as energy resources. And we have one very special section of it, that's the management service itself. The management service is something that people usually didn't look at it in details, in the sense that when we build a city or a building, you need to manage, you need to maintain it. And that's where Sabana Jurong is very good at. Now, over the last 50 years, we have built over 1 million homes. We have a master plan, more than 30 countries. We have planned for more than 100 industrial parks. Next, please. Now, we have acquired over 600 awards over the last 50 years. Now, we talk about planning itself. This is our vision for the planning itself. We want to envision the future city in terms of the people, in terms of the planet, in terms of priorities and your needs. Next, please. Now, these are some of the scope that we go through. We have designed right from a very, very large plans, city plans and country plans, regional plans, down to city level master plan, to development control, as well as land management, down to capacity building itself. Now, the ultimate mission for us is to make sure that we have a smart, integrated master plan, be it a small plans integrated into a city or a city plan that's totally integrated. Next, please. These are some of our completed jobs. We have completed in Singapore alone can you go back to 26 townships housing 80% of Singapore's population. Next, please. We have master plan in Singapore itself. We have 43 industrial estates, in industrial estates both in and as well as in the rest of Asia, in Vietnam, in China itself. Next. Now we have transport too. In Indonesia, we have TOD experts as well as the ports and railway roads. Now, basically, I think the keyword or today is the smart city itself. We have in ourselves a smart city solutions, looking at the sustainability, the efficiency, the people, and the security of a city. Next, please. Now, these are some of the selected projects that we have. To date, this is probably the biggest project that we have. It's about 130,000 square kilometers, about 180 times of Singapore size. This is our regional plan of north 54% of Ghana itself. This is northern part of Ghana. We have the regional plan as well as 2 cities within the region. Next. Next, please. Now we are developing as well as designing eco-cities itself. This one's in China for 350,000 people in 30 square kilometers of land. This is from a useless piece of land that grass does not even grow to become a city for 350,000 people. Next. We look at Mumbai, 40 million people in year 2050. Looking at the complexity of the current city itself and developing and putting infrastructure to create a more livable city for the Mumbai people. Look at Doha. This is in Qatar itself. Big piece of land, but small population, where we study the history and how to bring back certain parts of history that has disappeared in Qatar to bring it back to the present era. Now we look at some African job, Arusha city, Tanzania. Next, please. Yes. Yeah. This is Kigali. Maybe we go through it a bit faster. Next, please. Next. Okay, this is a smart city, smart Singapore itself, smart nation that we have initiated. Smart nation in Singapore is we want to transform Singapore by smart technology. Singapore has been transformed over the years from one state of development to the next, and here we are transforming again Singapore using smart technology. One thing is to serve the citizen and the business better through technology. Next, please. Now, these are the 6 criteria, 6 sectors that we look at in Singapore. One is the national projects, urban living, transportation, healthcare, digital government services, and startup and businesses. These are some of the big sectors, the main sectors, 6 main sectors that we look at and how we use this to transform the living and working in Singapore. Next, please. Now we look at the capital smart city itself. Next, please. Yeah. Next, please. Yeah. We look at the 3 things that's most important in a capital smart city. That's the economy, housing, and the environment itself. Next. Next. Next, please. Yeah. Next. Thank you. And in terms of, we have been working with the client itself to create a smart city. And here we are, we continue to work with the clients.
What a comprehensive presentation that was, Sidra.
Absolutely. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, please give a big round of applause to Mr. Luis, Mr. Lim Sian, and of course, Mr. Andre.
Although I really want to talk to Mr. Louis. Can you have Mr. Louis on stage? Please, मुझे hand mic दीजिएगा.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Great pleasure. First of all, I have to congratulate my colleagues because of the great quality that you are doing.
Thank you.
Oh, this
quality
is what
work. Wow, you are doing quite.
Thank you so much.
Brief.
Thank you so much.
मेरी तारीफ कर रहे हैं वासे मेरी तारीफ कर रहे हैं.
English में तो इनकी होगी. Louis, you're the Chief Development Officer on the Master Planning.
Yes.
Tell me something. Was there any specific requirement given to you in terms of the fact that it's going to be for the Pakistanis, so you have to keep that in mind while planning the society?
No, that is very important, our approach to the concept of capital smart city, because we are conducted by the board recommendation to develop a smart city to live, learn, work and play.
Wonderful.
This is the key effort that we are doing. For living, we are developing destination of residential areas. For working, we are developing retails, mixed-use developments, a business park that will create real employment to permit to work and living. But it is more important to learn, because we are hosting universities to improve before we were studying 30 years to live 60. Now it's different. Now we are studying 60 years to live 90 years. And this is the reason that to learn is quite relevant, the effort, and to play. Why? Because we have to enjoy life at the same time.
May I ask you one question as well, Mr. Luis? I'm told that you're from Spain.
Yes.
So I'm wondering that this smart city is not going to take away something which is the best part of the Pakistani and the Spanish culture, the siesta. We will still get to sleep after meals, right?
No, I feel very proud being involved in the Punjabi culture and the Punjabi atmosphere. Why? Because we have been together 8 centuries in Al-Andalus, enjoying similar culture, similar Islamic attitude, and we are proud of our common origin. I hope that, that you have visited Spain. If not, in your next visit, I will be your host, and you will feel as at home. You will feel how the common culture with relevant concepts developed at the time of Cordoba Mosque or at the time of Nasari's Palace. It was driven by similar concept that we are driven today. That is to live, learn, work and play.
Absolutely.
It was the same culture in the 10th century, which Cordoba was the capital of the Western world. It was at the time of Nasari's Palace, and now it's happening in Capital Smart City.
Absolutely, and some of the mosque, facades that we see in the presentation, they look very Moorish, they look very, inspired from the same era. Thank you so much, Mr. Luis, for being here.
And congratulations for the great work that you are doing.
Thank you, Luis. Thank you so much. Although I must say, मुझे एक चीज़ बड़ी
interesting बात है वासे, उन्होंने कहा कि पंजाब और स्पेन का कल्चर उनको मिलता जुलता लगता है. मुझे लगता है ये सिएस्टा जो है ना, वो लस्सी के बाद ही आया होगा.
नहीं, सिएस्टा तो लस्सी के बाद आया होगा, मगर उन्होंने पंजाबी कल्चर का जिक्र किया. और मेरे ख्याल से लुइस को अच्छे वाला पंजाबी कल्चर पता है, जिसके अंदर ये तमाम चीज़ों का उन्होंने जैसा कि बताया. उनको ये नहीं आइडिया कि पंजाबियों के अंदर बहुत से मसले और भी होते हैं. जिस तरह लैंड डेवलपमेंट के अंदर ही, मैं इसलिए उनसे पूछ रहा था कि क्या उनको ख़ास तौर पे कहा गया था कि आपने और कुछ हो ना हो पानी की टंकी ज़रूर बनानी है, आप लोगों ने गोल चक्कर ज़रूर बनाना है. क्योंकि हम लोगों का जो आम तौर पे अगर आप नोटिस करें, अपने घर का पता बताने का तरीका भी एक बड़ा स्पेसिफिक है कि भाईजान सीधे आ जाना, पानी टैंकी तो दाएं हो जाना या पानी टैंकी तो बाएं हो जाना, ये पानी टैंकी ना हो तो गोल चक्कर होएगा. सो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. और वही मैं आपने पहले भी कहा था कि मैं देख रहा था कि नाम बड़े इंटरेस्टिंग हैं. लेक डिस्ट्रिक्ट,
क्रिस्टल लेक डिस्ट्रिक्ट,
पैंडा डिस्ट्रिक्ट. तो ये सबसे पहले तो इस पैंडे का हमने बेड़ा गर्क करना था, क्योंकि पैंडा जो था ये पंजाबी में पहुँचते होते पैंडा हो जाना सी. तो इस किस्म की चीज़ें ये लुइस को नहीं पता अगर हमारे पंजाबी कल्चर की, तो बेहतर है कि वो अच्छे वाली साइड पे ही रहें और ना जाने हमारे
लेकिन
बारे में।
आपको बताऊं ये जो ट्रेंड्स हैं जिसकी बात की जा रही है कि पहली दफ़ा पाकिस्तान में आएंगे, तो स्मार्ट सिटी क्या है अभी भी हमारे जहनों में सिर्फ एक खाका है। पूरी दुनिया में इसके बारे में कैसे बात हो रही है हम आपसे शेयर करना चाहेंगे। CNBC सिंगापुर ने स्मार्ट सिटीज़ के हवाले से एक रिपोर्ट तैयार की। लेट्स टेक अ लुक एंड अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज़ अ स्मार्ट सिटी।
Just how smart is your city? Chances are it's getting smarter by the year. Many governments around the globe are racing to infuse technology into just about every aspect of its city's operations. And I mean every part.
Including public transportation, IT connectivity, water, power supply, sanitation, solid waste management, urban mobility, e-governance, citizen participation.
And it does this using every buzzword imaginable, from big data to the Internet of Things.
So how does the smart city work? Let's look at 3 examples.
Here in Singapore, the city-state might be the gold standard of the most extensive effort to collect data on daily living.
The government is now deploying systems that can tell when people are smoking in prohibited zones or littering in high-rise housing.
Singapore launched its own Smart Nation program in 2014 and will add more cameras like these so the government can effectively monitor crowd density, cleanliness of public spaces, and even the exact movement of every locally registered vehicle.
Much of the data that's collecting will be fed into an online platform called Virtual Singapore that gives the government access to know how the city is functioning in real time. So the government can predict how crowds might react to an explosion in a shopping mall or how infection or disease might spread. Over in Dubai, more than 50 smart services from 22 government entities have been rolled out as a part of the government's Smart Dubai initiative. Using the government-provided app Dubai Now, you can do things like pay speeding tickets, which likely captured you on a public camera and emailed you the ticket directly. You can also use the same app to pay your electric bills, call a taxi, track a package you sent, find your nearest ATM, track the visa status of a relative, or report a violation to the Dubai police. Now head over to Barcelona, where one research firm estimates the city will save billions of dollars a year in energy costs just by installing smart systems like these. Number 1. Smart street lights, public lighting that adapts and dims when sensors detect motion. The second, parking sensors. Instead of driving in circles looking for a spot to park, drivers can get real-time information on an app which locates the free parking spots. Sensors on the street use lighting and metal detectors to know if the parking spot or loading area is occupied. And finally, garbage sensors, which are actually compact drop-off containers which have a vacuum network through pipes, which sucks up trash below ground. This automated waste collection not only lowers noise pollution from garbage trucks, but also lowers cost and keeps that odor away. Juniper Research estimates that by 2021, cities will save nearly $19 billion by making their cities smart.
But of course, to save money, sometimes you have to spend it first. The global smart city market is estimated to attract $15 billion by 2021, and that's just for software. So now companies from Microsoft to Cisco are aiming for a piece of it. In Singapore, Upton Saidi, CNBC.
जी, स्मार्ट सिटी के बारे में कोई आइडिया हुआ? कुछ समझ आई?
वैसे ऐसा लगता है ना कोई साई-फाई मूवी हम देख रहे हैं. Everything is at your fingertips. Everything is just a click away.
बिल्कुल नहीं, मगर जब आप इसके साथ रह रहे होंगे तब आपको इसके बाकी के फायदे पता चलेंगे. बेसिकली कुछ बचना नहीं है आपसे और जिंदगी को आपकी और आसान करने जा रहे हैं.
ऐसे अभी आपने थोड़ी देर पहले कहा था कि ख़वातीन ज़्यादा स्मार्ट होती हैं. सोचें स्मार्ट ख़वातीन के पास जब स्मार्ट टेक्नोलॉजी भी आ जाए तब तो फिर हर वक्त ट्रैक करना. इन्होंने कहा कि हर गाड़ी सिंगापुर में जो घूम रही होगी तो गवर्नमेंट को पता होगी. सोचें ये टेक्नोलॉजी अगर ख़वातीन के पास, खुसूसन बीवियों के पास हो तो फिर क्या होगा?
बस फिर क्या होना है?
बस फिर कदम कदम पे नज़र.
बिल्कुल माशाल्लाह, आप लोग ऐसे शक करते हैं.
हर खबर पे नज़र.
अब मैं कुछ नहीं कहना चाहता हूँ.
ख़वातीन और हज़रात, जो यहाँ पे टेक्नोलॉजी का जिक्र हो रहा है, लेट्स फाइंड आउट हाउ दीज स्मार्ट टेक्नोलॉजीज़ आर गोइंग टू कम टू पाकिस्तान। क्योंकि हर जगह का अपना कल्चर होता है, अपना मिजाज होता है, हम किस तरह इसको फेज़ वाइज पाकिस्तान में लेके आ रहे हैं। सो फॉर दिस, लेडीज़ एंड जेंटलमैन, प्लीज़ वेलकम मिस्टर मोहम्मद शहजाद, द CEO of Smart City Technologies, to please come and apprise us about the technology that Capital Smart City will be using.
Assalamu alaikum. Before I begin my presentation, everybody is thinking about what is Capital Smart City is all about. We need to talk about the smart solutions and how we can integrate these solutions. It is basically an ecosystem that has to be developed. And development in Pakistan, obviously people think it's out of the question, but right now we're going to make it possible. So this is our roadmap. Finally, the moment is here, how we're going to provision the city. We have put up a small video. We're going to show you how these services are going to be linked and integrate and develop a smart city. Please play the video.
Origin of smart cities. God Almighty has created universe with natural connections. For example, stars are connected in a web through galaxies. On Earth, rivers connected to oceans, oceans connected to continents. Internet is linking us even sitting thousands of miles apart. We are also connected as we build. We live in communities. 40 years from now, 70% of world's population would be living in cities. Cities will struggle to provide basic services to citizens because we have limited natural resources. So we have to find smart ways to handle natural resources. Difference between traditional and smart city. Traditional cities have many systems like transport, energy, water, and they all depend on one another. We need to connect all together to work more efficiently and optimize usage through data and use machine learning and artificial intelligence. Every year we waste 300 billion euros on energy, 200 billion on food, and 503 trillion worth of water. To create the food that we had wasted, 8 million people die because of air pollution. If we think about the money and natural resources we are wasting, smart cities are the only solution. By connecting all systems to optimize supply and demand like God Almighty has created the universe. Capital Smart City is built on these principles. Leverage technology to serve people. Smart cities are built around users. They start with an information network designed to optimize resources and thereby promotes sound and sustainable environment, making cities more alive. Connected streets are the core of smart cities. Each street light can gather and send information. These smart connected street lights open up many possibilities. Let's see them. Standby lighting switches when pedestrian walks by. You'll know where to find available charging stations to plug your car in as soon as you need to. Residents can switch on specific lighting to cross the street safely. Waste collection companies know how full containers are real-time. Weather sensors manage automatic watering systems and detect leaks. Other sensors provide update on air pollution, noise, and river level to prevent floods. No need to read water and electricity meters. Consumption figures will be available in real time. This also saves resources. If an accident occurs, an alert goes out immediately. Remote monitoring provides an instant update on the situation. Drivers can receive warnings on their GPS and on connected signboards. To regulate traffic flows, traffic lights can adjust and prevent traffic jams. Connected streets provide full suite of applications. How Capital Smart City will be built. HRL Group has carved out a new company, Smart Future Technologies, to develop Pakistan's first smart city. It has a mandate to establish partnership with world's leading technology companies. Communication partners, Cisco, Ericsson, ZTE, Huawei. 100 gigs fiber network with XG-PON 10 gigs. Service provider, PTCL, Transworld, Zong, Telena, Jazz. Data center and NOC, IBM, HP, Dell, EMC Square. Platform partners, IBM, Microsoft, Google, Voice Assistant, Amazon, Alexa, Apple, Siri, Google, AI and machine learning partners, Amazon, IBM, and services will be traffic management system, energy and water management, street lights, smart grid, security and surveillance, access, Hikvision, DAWA, facial recognition, traffic flow, attendance, security, and access control. Apps, one app for all services, Smart City Wallet, Smart Home, Intelligent Home and Building, Digital Marketplace.
So ladies and gentlemen, this particular project is basically a world-class scheme coming together and making it a reality. Another very important partner to this entire scenario is, of course, the Cracknell US. Cracknell started operations in London back in 1987 and have subsequently developed into one of the most recognized landscape architecture, planning, and urban design practices in the world. Their distinguished portfolio includes many iconic projects in the Middle East, as well as a landmark development in Europe and Africa.
And for this, I would like to call upon a senior associate from Cracknell, USA, Mr. Wan Hussaini. Please put your hands together.
Hi, everybody. It's a pleasure for me to be here today. And we've been working along with the HRL team for almost a year now, and it's been a real pleasure to be here and to present to you.
Welcome, Rawan, again to Islamabad. It is one of your several visits. What is your impression today about your site visit? Because day by day, you are providing key elements driving the master plan for Capitol Hills. Please, can you brief us your impression today?
Well, it's been quite fascinating to see the project evolve and develop over the last year, and today we went on site and it's amazing to see the earthworks and the infrastructure going in, and it's nice to just see the progress and the amount of progress that's happened within the last 6 months even. Quite astonishing.
It's quite encouraging, your permanent weekly guidelines that not only for the design team, for the infrastructure works, regarding the level strategy that you are guiding us. We appreciate very much your permanent effort. Can we run the video of Cracknell, Ms. Rara, please?
So we'll start with the video first, and then I'll go through the master plan with everyone.
Cracknell have been working as landscape architects, shaping outdoor and natural environments for over 30 years. We're now expanding, and we thought this would be a good time to look at what we do and how we do it, so we don't lose sight of who we are.
Landscape architecture is about creating community and culture just as much as creating spaces. It can improve people's lives and health just without them even knowing.
You affect how people live in the world, how they play, how they recreate. Does it inspire them? Does it make them happy? Does it bring them joy? I mean, those are the goals, aren't they, in the end? Not only to meet functional requirements of any given space, but to allow people to delight in them.
Why is never something that can really be answered alone. You know, we're a practice of over 240 visionaries, landscape architects, engineers, designers. So we started reflecting on what we do and the fact that design is an art form. But it's also a process which identifies all the factors relevant to a space and to the people that will use it.
There's no space which is only architectural or only landscape. It's an integrated approach to design, and then the two have to come together and create an identity of the identity of a space.
Everything we do is intended to improve the lives of the people who will perceive and use the spaces we design. The details that we labour over will often go unnoticed. You could say that good design is obvious, but great design is transparent. So as designers, we're proud of the fact that the spaces we create add value to everybody's daily lives. We want to positively impact the lives of people from all walks of life by designing spaces and experiences that they will enjoy, whilst also recognising our responsibilities as custodians of natural landscapes and habitats for future generations. Because the planet we make or mar today will be theirs tomorrow.
Can you be so kind to brief to our end users, investors and friends about the monthly progress report of Capitol Hill's Master Plan? Can you introduce, Mr. Aref, the presentation, please? Great. Please,
so Cracknell has been involved with the HRL group as the master planning team and the urban design team. So we're coming in to add our design perspective to the plan. Okay. Next page. Keep going, please. Can you see? Okay, keep going, one more. And again, okay, so we've come in to look at the site. As the first phase of the development, we're looking at the Capitol Hills Master Plan, which is primarily a residential development. Key features within this master plan include a golf course, residential community, all the associated features. We also have views of a lake to the north that's under development. Next, please. We have a very dynamic vision that we started with, and the key to this development is that we're creating a high-quality, dynamic, sustainable, livable, and connected community with a series of attractions and services that give the development a distinct identity, but also establish it as a destination for both residents and for visitors. Next. Next. So we've gone through the site, and this site easily sort of identifies three distinct zones, which we've identified as three distinct districts. Next. We've reviewed those districts each to identify what's the key feature for each based on views, site features, accessibility, and we have three. You can see the golf community, a lake views community, and a river views community, each with their own distinct identity. Next. We've highlighted key features within each that makes it its own heart. So for example, within the golf community, they have their own amenities. The key feature for the golf community is a golf course, associated amenities including a golf club, a leisure club, a banquet hall. The lake views community is characterized by a very distinct urban souk center, distinct views of the lakes. And also then the third district we've got, the river views, is distinguished with a very distinct urban district park along the riverfront. Next. Next. And next, we'll start with the golf course community. As you can see, the key feature here is the 18-hole golf course, which is being designed by Harridan as a PGA standard golf course. The golf course is highlighted by the amenities associated with the golf course, including a clubhouse for the golf, the leisure facility for the residents, and a banquet hall. Next. Yes. So here you can sort of see the golf course community. Next. Keep going. Next. Next. The Lakeviews community also is a bit higher density development. This includes apartments, a souk, and a lower density residential. Next. 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 One more. And the river views, which is distinguished with a district park. The function of the district park is to include F&B, retail, recreational facilities, including sports facilities. And these are shared between the residents. There's a school facility there. Next. 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 And so the key thing is we have two components. One is the master plan, which is the overall structure of the development. And this is what ties everything together. The roads, the density, the uses. But to make all of that work, we have to look at the placemaking of the development. What are the details that make this development different, that make it livable, that make it usable, that make people want to live there, but not just to live there, to also visit? Next. So we look at the urban design strategy in terms of the user experience, in terms of visual experience. What's your visual experience? What are you seeing when you drive into the development? What do you see when you're walking within the development? What's the user's experience in terms of the functional experience? When you live there, when you visit. Next. We use references and inspiration from not just the local environment, the local culture, but also the international community. So for example, for style of the architecture. Next. And then we use those different types of inspiration to help us to create the identity in terms of the overall development, each of the three individual districts, and then within each of those districts, how do those districts have neighborhood centers? Do they have neighborhood parks? Do they have connectivity for pedestrians? Next. The architecture, how is that defined? So does each district have its own style of architecture? For example, Mediterranean or contemporary or modern classic. Next. And you can see examples of this, for example, a Mediterranean style or versus a contemporary style. Next. How do we deal with the streetscape and the pedestrian comfort in their environment? Next. This is a contemporary style, and what does that look like? Next. So we work closely with the architects to develop all of these different styles and characteristics. Here, for example, is a classic modern style. Next. And then we look at the streetscape. How is the pedestrian comfort being attained? Is there enough shade? Is there enough sort of security and safety from the road and the pedestrian? Next. And then we also establish a hierarchy of the parks and the open spaces, from the small scale of the neighborhood park to the larger scale of a district park. Identifying within each of those neighborhoods what function goes within each park that distinguishes it. Is it a sensory park? Is it a water park, etc.? Sure. And just examples of the types of parks and how you would attain that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rowan.
Ladies and gentlemen, so far we have spoken about and we have met with people who've played a very integral role in planning the capital smart city. We must also tell you, Vase, that almost 42% of the infrastructure layout has been completed as we are talking right now.
और इसी वजह से तो उन्होंने कहा था कि क्या पता है डिलीवरी बहुत पहले होने जा रही है.
Absolutely. यानी 42% इसका जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर लेआउट का काम है वो मुकम्मल किया जा चुका है. लेकिन अब आपको दिखाते हैं एक्चुअल ग्राउंड एट वर्क, जो इसका प्लान भी है. You'll see the animations and real time में इस वक्त कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी में कितना काम मुकम्मल किया जा चुका है in our presentation that is to now come. So ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at the capital smart city, Islamabad.
the walk, you talk the talk, you want the success, you have every dream, the standard you set, the business you need, now it's all in your access. Nothing more, nothing less, it's all in your access, it's all in your access.
Capital Smart City, because smart is the way to live today.
Big hands, clappings.
जी हकीकी सबूत देखा आप लोगों ने?
Truly awe-inspiring, right?
बिल्कुल एम ही 42% की बात हो रही थी कि कंप्लीट कर लिया हुआ है असल में.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on and invite our project managers from ESA. Both of them are going to expand and elaborate for us what the project was all about, what were some of the opportunities and challenges foreseen, and right now, how do they see it moving forward. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Marco and Mr. Luca.
First of all, good evening to everybody, and I want to thank you, Mr. Malik Aslam, Mr. Luis Fernandez, and Mr. Shabir Chaudhry for Orbis Company. We are very proud to be here in this big event for this huge project in the capital city of Islamabad. We visited the site today, and we saw a very important and very big development for this smart city, and I never seen up to date a project like this. So our company is an Italian company from HISA, and in Italian language is Ecologia Soluzione Ambiente. We are involved in two principal sectors: waste management solutions, smart solution, and waste and water treatment and waste solution. We are very proud to be here because we think that we can make big work in this project, because our company is involved in this sector for about 40 years, and with a big experience. We are working in all the world in this sector, because we think that it's very good to develop the project for smart city, but we have to consider that the smart city, it means smart waste and smart water, because the water is a big resource. Water and waste are the big resources for the world, and we cannot permit to continue in this way to this way of pollution, and we have to solve initially this problem. And I think that our company can collaborate with the Smart City project in a very good way. Thank you so much for your participation, and have a good evening to everybody. Grazie.
Thank you, grazie.
जी और अब हम अपने इख्तिताम की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are all the people who have literally been a part of this from the very beginning. But let us hear from our own team as well. They'd like to tell you what are the marketing secrets and what is it that you can offer to the people of Pakistan. तो आप वो तमाम लोग जो ये जानना चाहते हैं कि कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी को जब आप पाकिस्तान में इंट्रोड्यूस करें, जब आप लोगों को इसके बारे में बताएं, तो वो कौन से अहम नकात हैं जिसके बारे में ज़्यादा बात की जा सकती है, जिस पर रोशनी डाली जा सकती है. So for this, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the Chief Marketing Officer or FDHL, Mr. Abdul Sami.
Wow, it feels so good to be among such a wonderful audience. I've been advised to be as quick as possible, So let's see. In the name of Allah Almighty, the most beneficent and merciful. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome all of you today at the grand launch event of our flagship project, Capital Smart City, the only smart city in Pakistan with world-class smart features and amenities. Capital Smart City, ladies and gentlemen, it's where you belong. As they very rightly say, the power of imagination makes us infinite, and the best way to predict the future is to invent it. Hats off to our chairman, Mr. Zahid Rafiq, who imagined and envisioned this great project. He would have loved to be here today, but in his absence, I would like all of you to, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our chairman, Mr. Zahid Rafiq. In his absence, the occasion has been graced by our dynamic MD, Mr. Jahanzeb Zahid. So thank you for coming all the way. Bless you. Our senior management team members and my colleagues, they've all been part of this successful and great achievement. As Chief Marketing Officer, I would like to thank all of you. Every great journey starts with the first step. As we all know by now, that this project has been designed by Surbana Jurong from Singapore, along with other world-class master planners and world-renowned town planners, designers, and consultants. In itself, it's a big achievement to bring all of them to Pakistan to develop such a society. This smart city, which is Capital Smart City, has already started changing the landscape of real estate development in Pakistan. Capital Smart City project is planned and designed to cater the existing and futuristic needs of Pakistan. The concept of smart cities has proved instrumental so far in the socio-economic growth and development of world economies. It connects communities and allows them to live in a harmonious and friendly environment, creating opportunities for both growth and sustainability. Keeping in view the housing needs of Pakistan, we are glad to launch our contemporary Mediterranean and Georgian-style villas in Capital Smart City. My friend Mujib will further elaborate on this in his speech. So, an exquisite lifestyle awaits you here at Capital Smart City. Being the Chief Marketing Officer, it is indeed a great opportunity, which is challenging, though exciting at the same time. We are continuously striving to produce world-class products compatible with our local environment. Alhamdulillah, our current marketing and media campaign, as you all know, has already created a stir, and the response has been phenomenal. I would like to share with you my recent experience, ladies and gentlemen. I was on an assignment to USA and Canada, and wherever I have been, I have discussed and revealed Capital Smart City. Alhamdulillah, great appreciation and overwhelming response has been received. Okay, now this is the most important part. Guys, I can't tell you your fortunes, but I can tell you where fortunes can be made. You've been part of this wonderful event. You've been a wonderful audience. You've been here for 2 hours now. Any guesses? Where can you make your fortunes? What other than Capital Smart City? It's indeed a great opportunity that lies ahead for our local and international investors and customers. With this passion, dedicated team and commitment will go a long way in serving communities through such wonderful endeavors. To say the least, and this is my personal connotation, once this city, inshallah, will be completed, I call it a city that breathes. Inshallah, it'll be breathe. Our sales partners, I've seen a lot of them, and trust me, there are around 500 people outside this arena watching this on different video screens. So I would like to personally thank on behalf of the management to all our sales partners, our realtors, who deserve special appreciation and who have always believed in us and have been at the core of our success. Thank you. I would like to thank our event organizers, our media team, and all my colleagues who have worked day in and out to make this event a wonderful success. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for gracing this occasion. May Almighty Allah shower all the blessings upon all of us. Ameen. And in the end, sab milke, Pakistan Zindabad.
जबरदस्त स्पीच समीम भाई करके गए हैं.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen. And now this kind of brings us to the closing of our show. We'll be inviting upon our last speaker. And he's someone who is definitely going to shed more light and will leave you on the right high note. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the Deputy General Manager, Mr. Mujib Ahmed Khan.
Big round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, this is a special announcement for us because we are a market sales partner of Capital Smart City, and this person is a very special person. And आज अगर ये प्रोजेक्ट कैपिटल स्मार्ट सिटी इस मकाम पर है, मार्केट इतनी ज्वाइंट है, तो मुजीब अहमद खान साहब का इसमें बड़ा किरदार है. सो प्लीज गिव हैंड्स, प्लीज वंस मोर गिव हैंड. आवाज नजर नहीं आ रही, खाना सबके लिए. थैंक यू, लव यू.
थैंक यू. थोड़ा सा ओवर हो गया, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं. आई वुड सर्टनली लाइक टू थैंक एवरीवन हु इज़ हियर. I would like to thank Mr. Zahid Rafiq, our chairman, for his trust, Mr. Janzeb Zahid Rafiq for his trust, my management, especially the confidence Mr. Aslim Malik have given me, and all other our senior management staff. मैं स्पेशली शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा जो आज मेरे सेल्स पार्टनर यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं. ये उनकी काविश है कि आज हमने इस प्रोजेक्ट को एक सक्सेस बनाया है मार्केट में, और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह वी आर लीडिंग. लेकिन ये इस प्रोजेक्ट की सक्सेस अकेले मुमकिन नहीं होती जब तक हम लोगों को सपोर्ट ना मिले हमारी कंस्ट्रक्शन टीम की तरफ से, जो कि दे आर डूइंग वंडरफुली वेल. We are about, we have completed 42% of development works और at a God speed. और इंशाल्लाह ये आज हमारा प्रॉमिस है कि आपको हम अपनी जो प्रोडक्ट की डिलीवरी है वो अक्सर पहले देंगे. इसके अलावा मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ हमारी सपोर्ट टीम्स जो ऑफिस में हैं, ट्रांसफर एंड रिकॉर्ड की टीम है, हमारे अकाउंट सेक्शन है, हमारा एडमिन स्टाफ है, हमारा सिक्योरिटी है, जो कि हमें हर तरह से सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं इस प्रोजेक्ट को एक ग्रेट सक्सेस बनाने के लिए. वैसे मेरी आज स्पीच का टॉपिक थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट था, लेकिन असलम साहब ने अपनी एक स्पीच में एक बात की जो मेरे जहन में बैठ गई. वो ये थी कि अगर हम प्रॉमिस करें या वो प्रॉमिस करें कि चांद को ज़मीन पे ले आएँ तो शायद मुमकिन ना हो, लेकिन वो सिंगापुर को पाकिस्तान में ले आएंगे. मैं आज ये कहता हूँ कि अगर इंशाल्लाह हमारी टीम और वो तहिया कर लें कि चांद को ज़मीन पे ले आए तो हम वो भी ला के दिखाएंगे इंशाल्लाह. There are certain announcement which I would like to make regarding this project. इंशाल्लाह ताला हमारी जो फर्स्ट बैलेट है इस प्रोजेक्ट की विल बी डूइंग इट इन नवंबर नेक्स्ट मंथ. और जो हमारा फर्स्ट पोजेशन है एग्जीक्यूटिव ओवरसीज ब्लॉक का, it will be on a first quarter of 2020. Along with the other products, we have the residential plot which starts from 5 marla up to 40 marla, and commercial plot which starts from 4 marla to 8 marla. We have just launched our smart villas also. You will have the details in your goodie bags. और मेरी मैनेजमेंट से ये डिस्कशन भी हुई और they were बड़ी फ़राखदिली से उन्होंने हमें एक ये भी ऑप्शन दिया है कि इफ़ एनीवन हु हैव ऑलरेडी बॉट द प्लॉट एंड दे वांटेड टू एडजस्ट द पेमेंट इन विला, वी कैन डू दैट विद इन द मंथ ऑफ अक्टूबर. इससे पहले हमारे एक डिज़ाइनर आए थे. आई वुड सर्टनली लाइक टू एम्फसाइज from ESA, Mr. Luca and Mr. Marco. ये लोग इनकी जो ESA कंपनी है, it is one of the, बल्कि not one of the, it is the only largest construction company in the world who is doing great jobs in water treatment, sewage treatment and solid waste management. So this shows you कि start from Surbana Jorang to Cracknell to DSA, Heradine Golf and now ESA. So we are bringing every possible big company to Pakistan. मैं वैसे यहाँ पर अपनी थैंक यू कह के स्पीच ख़त्म करना चाहता था, but I would certainly like to invite one of our very important guest, President Islamabad State Agents Association, सरदार ताहिर महमूद साहब, कि वो स्टेज पर आएं. सरदार ताहिर महमूद साहब जो हैं, he is also heading as a president for Federation of Realtors Pakistan. सरदार साहब, welcome.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you very much. I would like to congratulate the organizer for organizing such a beautiful evening. और इनका जो प्रोजेक्ट है, मैं जो इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर की गई तमाम ऑडियंस के साथ, आप यकीन कीजिए कि मैं बैठा ये सोच रहा था कि हमारे जो इदारे हैं, कैपिटल डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी और RDA है स्पेशली, उनको ये चाहिए कि इन लोगों को इनकरेज किया जाए, इनको फैसिलिटेट किया जाए. वन विंडो ऑपरेशन के ज़रिए इनके तमाम NOCs इनको इनकी डोर स्टेप के ऊपर मिलने चाहिए. CDA ने लास्ट 35 ईयर से एक सेक्टर डेवलप नहीं किया. लास्ट सेक्टर था E12 के 4,500 लोगों को जो प्लॉट्स अलॉट हुए थे 55 ईयर्स की एज में, उनमें से 4,500 में से जो फेडरल एम्प्लॉयज़ थे 1,300 इस दुनिया से चले गए हैं, और जो आने वाले हैं उनको भी नहीं पता कि E12 की डेवलपमेंट हो के पोजेशन कब उनके हैंड ओवर होगा. तो जो इतना बड़ा मेगा एक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनाने के लिए जा रहे हैं, एक पूरे का पूरा नया शहर आबाद होने के लिए जा रहा है, तो वी शुड फैसिलिटेट देम, वी शुड अप्रिशिएट देम. इतनी बड़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट है, इतने ज़्यादा लोग हैं, ये तमाम लोग हमारे रियलिटर्स हैं जो इन लोगों के साथ इन्वॉल्व है, लाइक 5G प्रॉपर्टीज़ और करंट एज एंड डिफरेंट हमारे जो रियलिटर्स हैं जो इन लोगों के साथ अटैच हैं और हैंड टू हैंड इनकी प्रोडक्ट को सेल कर रहे हैं. मैं आपको ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि इस वक्त हमारे पास, मैं समझता हूँ कि इस पूरे पिंडी इस्लामाबाद के अंदर ये एक नया शहर आबाद होने के लिए जा रहा है, तो हमें इनको फैसिलिटेट करना चाहिए. हम इनके साथ खड़े हैं, हमारी जहाँ पे भी इनको हेल्प ज़रूरत होगी, वी विल ऑलवेज स्टैंड बिसाइड देम. थैंक यू वेरी मच सर.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आप सबका भी बहुत शुक्रिया, आपकी मोहब्बतों का भी बहुत शुक्रिया. मैं आपसे इजाज़त चाहूँगा और इंशाल्लाह जल्द दोबारा किसी नए वेंचर के साथ, नई प्रोडक्ट लाइन के साथ दोबारा आपसे मुलाकात होगी. थैंक यू.
वासे, अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता, दिल के अरमान आंसुओं में बह गए. मैंने कहा अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. हमें बड़ी उम्मीद थी कि मुजीब साहब आएंगे और एक एक विला हमारे नाम अनाउंस करेंगे, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ. और अब मेरे ख्याल में हमें अवार्ड्स अनाउंस करने चाहिए. क्या कहते हैं आप?
बिल्कुल यही करे जाएं, अब उम्मीद इसी पे है.
आखिरी उम्मीद लगाते हैं, हो सकता है जो 2 हज़रात जिनको हम अवार्ड देने के लिए बुला रहे हैं वो हमारे हाल पे थोड़ा रहम खाएं और हमें कुछ सरप्राइज दें. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Muzaffar Haider, who's the Chief Operating Officer of HRL Private Limited. And also join me in welcoming Mr. Jazeb Zahid Rafiq, the Director of HRL and FDHL. And now, ladies and gentlemen, two of our distinguished guests who have come all the way to be a part of our ceremony today. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Lim Sia Jim, the Head of Urban Planning at Saborn John, and also Mr. Andre Yusak. We'd like to present both of them a memento, a token of our appreciation and gratitude for being here. Please welcome Mr. Lim Sia Jim.
तालियां.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Mr. Lim Sia Jim, from the Head of Urban Planning at SJ. And now please join me in welcoming the Senior Executive Urban Designer of SJ, Mr. Andre Yusak. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to present our next award to Mr. Marco, the Project Manager from ESA. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Marco.
Mr. Marco.
We insist that he doesn't travel light, so we'll ensure that this memento would be going to him very shortly. May I request Mr. Luis Fernandez to please accept this on his behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Luis Fernandez is receiving this on behalf of Mr. Marco, the Project Manager of ESA. Let's have a big round of applause for our distinguished guests who've particularly flown in to be a part of this ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Mohammad Aslam Malik, the Group Chief Operating Officer, for the group picture. We're very pleased to have with us Mr. Marco, the Project Manager of ESA. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. Dr. Muzaffar Haider, Mr. Janzeb Zahid Rafiq, Mr. Aslam Malik, and of course our distinguished guests who are specifically here. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, this formal launch ceremony comes to a close. It was a pleasure for me and Vase to be your host tonight, and definitely it is a beginning of a new era for the city of Islamabad.
And ladies and gentlemen, आप सबको हमारी तरफ से शबा खैर, और dinner has been served to please. Thank you so much and shaba khair.